Welcome to the Gillette Rugby Podcast, keeping you at the cutting edge of rugby. In today's podcast, we talk to Andy Ward, head of retail, talking about, well, how shirt sales have gone, really. And also, we catch up with Ed Dawes, the general manager of the England Supporters Club. He tells us, how they're helping supporters who are going to France and also what's on store for the supporters in England. Well, we're joined this week by Andy Ward, the RFU's head of retail. Been a nice quiet time for you, Andy?
It's been very, very busy, Glyn. We've seen a lot of people taking the shirt up and really buying into it. So the guys on the shop floor are having a very busy time.
Now, what sort of a volume of shirts have you been selling?
We've been selling literally thousands of shirts. We've been very, very successful, particularly on women's shirts, where we sold out in 4 weeks of launch. Our kids' shirts sold out within 6 weeks. And we've been working very closely with our manufacturers, Nike, to ensure that we can get some more availability to satisfy the demand we're seeing.
And how does this sort of compare with sort of 4 years ago? I mean, is World Cup fever well and truly with us?
I think World Cup fever is well and truly with us now. It certainly seemed to be slow in the first sort of couple of weeks of launch of the new kit, but since then we've seen an incredible demand. And looking at comparisons back to 2003, we're currently 64% ahead in terms of total sales, which is fantastic.
That is absolutely extraordinary. And there were a few sort of rumblings and grumblings from sort of some of the people in the media about the new shirts and the style. How's that gone down?
Absolutely, but I think the new shirt has certainly caused discussion, and everyone has a view on it. Some people love it, some people really don't like it at all. But we're certainly seeing from the number of fans who are buying the shirt that they do like it, they have approved of it, and I think they're really taking to it. I think it's always a risk to change a design drastically, and that's certainly wasn't our intention. What we've tried to do is move the shirt on, working in conjunction with Nike, and thankfully the supporters have voted with their pockets and are wearing it and supporting the team in the World Cup.
Have you had any feedback from the players at all, or are they not too bothered?
I don't think the players are too bothered, so long as it fits and they're wearing the red rose, I think then the players are very happy.
You did mention sort of women's and children's shirts. I mean, are they very popular? That surprises me.
Well, certainly we've seen a massive uptake, certainly on women's, and I think more and more women are becoming interested in the game, and we're certainly seeing that in terms of our sales, not only in the replica shirts, but also in the ranges of products that we carry here at the rugby store at Twickenham. So we're expanding that part of the range to cater for the increased interest from the ladies out there.
And for the fans out there who haven't got any, are there any more shirts available?
We've managed to secure a huge delivery from Nike, which is arriving on Monday. We've also flown in approximately 5,000 pieces of kids' shirts, which I've just been told by my warehouse arrived 20 minutes ago. So we're in pretty good shape in terms of stock for the World Cup period.
You better get to the warehouse and start packing them up, sir.
I think I'll be asked down there to unpack.
Andy Ward, thanks very much indeed for your time.
No problem, thank you.
If you haven't got your England shirt, there's still time to get it online from rfu.com/the rugby store.
Presenting Gillette Aerosol Antiperspirant with triple protection system. It helps to fight odour, keep you dry, and smell great all day. Triple protection, so you can be yourself.
Well, we've now got Ed Dawes with us, who's the general manager of the England Supporters Official Fan Club. And has it been a nice quiet time for you, or have you been a bit busy, Ed?
It's getting a little bit busy. Obviously, August, warm-up game started, and from then it's just been a constant progression of excitement and enthusiasm, really. Everyone's really looking forward to it now.
That's fantastic. I mean, what sort of a membership have you got, and how does it compare with sort of 4 years ago?
Well, basically, obviously, the England Rugby Supporters Club, we've got an adult scheme and a junior scheme. The adult scheme currently is about 21,000 members. Junior scheme is about 1,400. And that's really sort of where, as a result from last time's World Cup. We went into World Cup in 2003 with about 9,000 members, and obviously being successful as we were, literally by the end of that World Cup, we've gone up to about 17,000 members. So quite an important, busy 2 months for us that time.
And as a general manager, what sort of duties do you have? I mean, what do you do? I can't imagine.
Well, basically, our role is really, it's obviously the official fans club of the England supporters and the RFU, really. So our job is really to sort of get the fans more involved, basically get them tickets for the big games, offer them discounts for games. but behind the scenes news, interviews with players, members events, discounts of things like at the rugby store, and just basically trying to keep them involved with rugby as much as they can, whether it be news, offers, discounts, tickets. Obviously, tickets is obviously a very big one with everyone wanting to go to the games.
I bet it is. And have you what sort of things have you produced? Have you sort of literature-wise for the fans?
Well, obviously with the World Cup, there's going to be a lot of people travelling out there, and we wanted to try and help them out as much as possible. So one of the things we've done is we've actually done some city guides. We've worked with a couple of partners, and we've produced these city guides, which we'll be distributing out in each of the cities, out there for the pool games and hopefully for the quarter-final. And that'll be, it's really a map of the city with directions to each of the stadiums, so that helps them to get there. And then on the back, useful information of places to go, things to do, places to eat. And we've also done that in association with the Foreign Office. So the Foreign Office have given us some, how to stay safe abroad. So just to obviously help keep the fans safe, and also give them an idea of where to go and what to do, really.
It's fantastic. Now there must be quite a large number of your members going out to France. I mean, what are any sort of funny stories? Any eclectic groups going out there?
Yeah, we've got quite a few fans going out. There's a few thousand. We've obviously got our travel company, England Rugby Travel. I think they're taking over about 13,000, 14,000 people to the games, and about 40% of them are actual members of the Supporters Club. So there's quite a large proportion there. We've got all kinds of stories coming in at the moment. There's a couple who recently got married this weekend, actually, and their honeymoon is the next 3 weeks. They'll be in France touring around, watching all the games. There's also another story we just got in today, actually, of a couple who their aim for the next 8 weeks really is they're travelling around France by car. And they're going to try and see at least all the teams at least once in all of the venues, basically. So they're going to have been to every stadium and seen all the teams, watched all the England games. In fact, the only game they're looking for at the moment is the final, which hopefully will be in as well. So it's going to be a long drive for them, but I'm sure a very enjoyable one. So.
Well, it was great life experience. And rumour has it there's a wall of support. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is a new initiative we started a few weeks ago. Obviously, we've got the new South Stand, which is being built here at Twickenham. And one thing we want to do is give the fans a presence and basically make them feel much more part of the stadium. Wall of support really is it's going to be a huge sort of mosaic of an iconic England rugby image, which our members, England supporters members, will be voting on later on this year. In the meantime, what we're just asking fans to do is send in their photos or upload them through our website of them supporting England or their club or their local club or and in England shirts, or just any photos of them really supporting rugby. What they can do is upload those into our website. We then basically collate all of those images. We're looking for about 20,000, 30,000 images, and those little images will then make up a larger image sort of thing, and then that will be launched for the RBS Six Nations against Wales in February.
Oh, nice one. And I suppose the rough end of the job is you've got to get out there and watch some of the games, have you?
Yeah, we have to go out there and just make sure everyone's having a good time, keep the sport going, make sure everyone's okay. So I'll be going out for the South Africa game. But then basically, obviously, we'll be keeping an eye on everybody else out there, making sure everyone else has a great time, stays safe and enjoys it.
And if you need a bagman...
I've had a few volunteers for that job. So.
Not surprisingly. Ed Dawes, thanks very much indeed, and I hope it goes well for you.
Thank you very much.
The England Rugby Supporters Club is designed to help England fans get closer to the team. To post your own message of support, go to rfu.com/wall of support. That's it for today. Remember, you can follow England's progress throughout the World Cup at rfu.com/2007.
To get behind the scenes in the Gillette locker room, where you can watch the biggest names in rugby union and have the chance to win exclusive prizes, including tickets to sell-out games and signed merchandise, go to www.mygillette.co.uk.